If you're a contractor or service-based business owner and your calls are down, your schedule has gaps, and you can't figure out why, here's what's actually happening. Your customers are finding contractors through AI now. And if you're not showing up in those results, you're losing jobs before they even know you existed. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly what's happening in AI search, why it's costing contractors real revenue right now, and 3 specific areas you need to fix to stay visible where customers are looking for help. So here's what we're going to cover. Number 1, how AI search actually works and why it's completely different from Google. Number 2, the 3 ways AI is filtering contractors out of customer searches right now. Number 3, what you need to do differently to get recommended by these AI systems. And then number 4, why this is happening now and why it's only going to accelerate. So let's start with what's actually going on. There was a plumbing contractor get a call last month at like 2 a.m. And what was happening was they had a call that said, my basement is flooding and I found your number in ChatGPT. Our business at Presto Media, we got a call, somebody that was trying to figure out how to get their Google Business Profile reinstated. They asked ChatGPT. ChatGPT recommended our company locally. They called us. We helped them get it reinstated, right? We also had another one last Saturday where a lawn care client said, hey, ChatGPT recommended you guys. Like, that's the lead they got. And this is happening more and more. And here's what the data is showing. So like between January and April this year, a number of people using ChatGPT to find businesses doubled, right? Not grew a little, they doubled. So right now, 75% of AI traffic is coming from ChatGPT. 60% of those searches are 0 clicks. And we'll talk about what 0 click search is in a minute. Which is 7x growth in 10 months. That's a lot. 7x growth. So when I say this is happening now, I mean it's happening right now. And if you're invisible with all these AI results and searches, you're missing jobs every single day. So let's start with the biggest thing most contractors don't understand is that AI search is not the same as Google search. Okay, so when somebody searches on Google, okay, let's say they search plumber near me, you're gonna get all these websites that show up here. Okay, so you're gonna click around, find them, give somebody a call out of the long list that show up. Now, with AI, when somebody searches ChatGPT, okay, they may say, who's a good plumber near me? And then it's gonna only recommend 3 to 5 names. And so if the customer never sees you or you don't show up in one of these 3 to 5 names, they don't even know you exist, okay? This is what you call 0 click search. Meaning when I search, I'm not gonna click around and find your business. You're gonna show up here or not, I'm gonna click it and I'm gonna give you a call. Now that's not a small thing because right now, about 60% of Google searches end with a single click, okay? That number is like 56% last year. So it's jumped 69% in some different categories. Now think about this for a second. More than half the searches didn't result in anyone visiting your website. They got their answer and then they're done. That's it. So the game's changed on how people search. It's not just about ranking number 1 on Google anymore. It's about being the business that AI recommends. So now you might be thinking like, okay, but how does AI recommend my business? Well, that's a great question. And that's where most contractors are getting filtered out. So there are 3 main reasons why AI search engines skip over contractors and recommend somebody else. So let me break this down for you. So here's the filter. So number 1, okay, your info isn't where AI is actually looking. So when you ask ChatGPT for a plumber, it's checking things like Yelp, or it's checking industry directories, it's checking Foursquare, right? Which most people don't even know still exists. It's checking MapQuest, right? In fact, research shows that 70% of local businesses that are recommended from ChatGPT come from Foursquare's database. Not Google, Foursquare. And that's where this happens. So if your business isn't listed in these places, or the information is wrong or it's inconsistent, AI can't verify that you even exist. So if it can't verify you exist, it's obviously not gonna recommend you to anybody. It's that simple, right? So to give you an example, the problem is, let's say on Google, right, your phone number is listed as 555-1234. But on Yelp, it says 555-5678. And then your website says something completely different. This is a conflict to AI. Therefore, you're just not going to be recommended to anybody. Of course, obviously, you're not going to be recommended. You're losing jobs because people aren't calling you, don't even know you exist. Now, this isn't just theory. We've looked at a study of over 6 million, I think. 6 million AI citations that found citations, directories, and listings are 3 of the top 5 factors that determine whether AI is going to recommend you. So for filter number 1, it's easy. If your business information isn't accurate and it's not consistent across the places AI is actually looking, you're just invisible. Now here's the second problem, or the second filter. Your website isn't structured properly, okay? Meaning, AI can't read your site like a human. It needs structured data, what we call schema, to understand what you do. So if your website says like, hey, we do HVAC repair, but doesn't tell AI where you serve, what exactly you do, when you're available, how much it costs, it can't parse you, meaning it's not going to find you. It's not going to recommend you. So it skips your business. So to give you let me give you an example. Let's say you walk into a library, okay, and all the books are on the floor. You don't have any shelves. You have no categories, no labels. You're looking for a book on plumbing or roofing, but you have no idea where to start. So guess what? You leave. You go somewhere else. That's what an unstructured website looks like to AI. And so it's not going to show it to anybody else. Now, different scenario. Imagine you walk into a library. Every book is on a shelf. It's sorted by category with clear labels. You know exactly what you need, and you find it in 30 seconds or less. That's what a structured website looks like to AI, and that's when they're going to show you to other people. So here's the data. Websites that are structured get at least 35% more clicks, okay, than websites without it. So voice assistants like Siri and Alexa, they rely almost entirely on structured data on your website to make recommendations. So if your site doesn't have it, you're just not going to get recommended. That simple. So filter number 2, if your website isn't organized in a way AI can understand, you're getting skipped. And the third filter, and this is a big one, AI only recommends business it trusts, meaning you have to have trusted content on your website. So how does AI decide if it trusts you or not? Well, it's going to be looking for what we call EEAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Can't speak. So in plain English, that means a couple things. One, do you have real experience? Meaning, do you show customer reviews, years in business, project photos, things like that. 2, do you know what you're talking about? That means, do you have educational content? Do you have helpful guides, clear service descriptions about what you offer? 3, are you recognized as an authority? Meaning, do you have industry certifications? Do you have awards? Are you mentioned in the media? Do you have PR? Are you mentioned by other authoritative websites in your market? All that stuff recognizes you as an authority. And then last thing is, can AI verify what you're actually saying? Meaning, do you have consistent information, real contact details, transparency? All this has to show up consistently across online. So if the answer to those questions are no, or if AI can't find the proof, it's not going to cite you as a business. So real world example, let's say we have contractor A, and they are, let's say, HVAC company in Dallas. Okay. People ask like, hey, somebody asked like, how does it cost, or how much does it cost to replace an HVAC system in Dallas, right? That's the question in ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is going to find and do the research, and let's say they find contractor A. And contractor A has detailed pricing page, FAQs, reviews, certifications, all clearly listed. Contractor B, just a contact form that says call for pricing. Who do you think ChatGPT is going to recommend? Obviously A, because they've gone through the work of putting this stuff out online to give people the answers that they need. Now, I know that I'm going to get flack on this, but pricing is one of the things that most people don't want to put on their site. Like, well, it depends on a lot of stuff. I get it. But you have to put a range of what something costs and what make it cost more or less expensive. You need to put that in frequently asked questions on your site and in content. Because if you're not answering those questions, you're just going to go to somebody else. Because let's be honest. Do you really want somebody who doesn't know your pricing to call you? You have to immediately build the trust to decide, and you waste time on somebody that's just a tire kicker or somebody who doesn't have the money. And you spend all that time and you get frustrated and mad. Or you put the information out there and somebody who could afford you is going to call you because they know they can afford you because they have an idea what it's going to cost. And you have a better, pleasant experience with a customer. Think about that. Okay? So filter number 3, if you don't have content that AI trusts and can cite, you're losing to competitors who actually do. So let's talk about the citation advantage for just a second, okay? What happens when AI recommends your business? So we want to look at numbers for a moment. I want you to see data. So let's say you're not cited by AI for a moment, okay? That means organic, let's say your competitor's not cited. Their organic clicks, maybe they're getting 100, okay? Paid ad clicks are getting 50, conversion rates like a 2, total leads 3, right? This is a frustrated contractor right here, because they didn't do the work online for their digital presence, versus this one here. You are being cited by AI because you've done the work. So you're getting 135 organic clicks now. You're getting 96 paid ad clicks. Your conversion rate's 46%, and you've got a total of 106 leads versus 3. This is a happy contractor, right? And probably doing better business. So when you get cited by AI, wiggling all over the place, 35% more organic clicks, 91% more paid ad clicks with the same amount of money spent on advertising. That's the key. That's where everybody skips this step here. They skip the foundational pieces and they want to go straight to paid ads. But then they spend, look at that, 91% more spent on paid ads to get 3 customers than 106 leads, right? 3 leads versus 106. Think about that. And then 23x better conversion rate. It's cheaper because you show up on AI, okay? So when someone recommends you through AI, or because when someone comes to you through AI recommendation, they've already been pre-qualified and AI's basically told them you're the right fit for them. That's it. And same thing, we've had clients this happen to, and this happened to our company in general as well. We put out the right information. People called us, literally was like, how much money does it cost to fix this problem? And then we fix it. And because AI recommended them and they trusted AI. Now that we've gone through the filters and what the data looks like for your business when you don't show up, let's look at your 3-step action plan so you can get recommended by AI. So the very first thing you need to do is make sure your business info is consistent everywhere you show up online. So what does that mean? That means that your business name, your address, phone number, hours, website is exactly the same everywhere AI could look, okay? So where is it going to look? It's going to look at places like Google, Yelp, Facebook, social media, right? Industries specific directories like Housing, Angie's List, and Home Advisor, Foursquare, MapQuest, Better Business Bureau. You need to check to make sure that your name, address, phone number is identical across all of these listings, okay? Fix any inconsistencies immediately. Even small differences like LLC or not having LLC makes a difference to AI. And then keep your hours, services, and contact info updated everywhere. Okay, if AI can verify that you exist and verify all this information, it's going to say, oh, this is a real business. And the info checks out. And I can recommend them to somebody who's searching for the answers. That's it. It's not that complicated. It's just detailed work. The second part of the plan is you need to add structured data to your website, okay? That means you're going to give AI information it needs so it can read and understand what you do, okay, and who you service. So what do? What we call local business schema. That means it's going to tell AI you're a local service business with location, hours, and contact info, okay? Then you have service schema. It's going to list what services you actually offer with descriptions of what it actually is that you do, okay? Then you have review schema. That shows your star ratings and customer feedback to AI. This is anywhere from reviews you get on social media, Google, you post them on your website, make sure they're consistent. Then you have FAQ schema. That means you're going to answer the common questions in a format that AI loves, meaning in a format that people search, right? Because you want to answer the questions people are searching about. That's in Mark and Sheridan's book. They ask you answer whatever, like thought process behind that is where that generated from. And like I said, people are asking detailed questions in different ways to search to find the best answers, and your website needs to show that in FAQs, okay? Now, here's the thing about this. You shouldn't do this yourself. Unless you're a web developer who was a contractor also, great. You need to find a developer or a marketing person that can implement these, because most of this is just technical stuff, but it's extremely essential for AI to find you. So make sure that AI can read your site with all this correct structured data. Hire a professional company to do it. That's what we do here at Presso Media. You can hire us if you want. All right. Now, third thing is you got to create content that AI can cite, meaning it can reference you, right? So answer the questions your customers are actually asked that are helpful, trustworthy, and location-specific content. So what do? Answer the top 10 questions homeowners ask before hiring you on your website, right? We talked about this before, this in the previous spot, but you still need to answer this. Include your specific service area in your content. So for instance, instead of saying like replace hot water heaters, you want to say we fix hot water heaters in Dallas and surrounding areas. That means that it's showing AI that you service Dallas and also areas around it. So it knows that we can recommend people who are in that market for you. Even if it's just a range, AI loves this because people are asking what stuff costs all the time. I do it. I'm one of the people, and I'm a lot of people's ideal customer because I pay for quality stuff. I just need to know, give me a ballpark of what it costs. So I know that either A, I can save the money, I got to go find the money, I can budget the money, I can borrow the money, I can pay cash outright, I need to put it on a credit card. I want to know ahead of time So I don't feel rushed into making the decision that I can afford a service or not. It's also going to keep me from calling a company if I can't afford it. Like if I can't afford your stuff, I'm not calling you. And most other people do the same. So it saves you time, saves me time, makes you gets you happy customers. Okay, more likely to convert. Next, make certifications, licenses, insurances, years in business easy to find. So a lot of times, like when we're building a website, we have a lot of trust badges and social proof happening like at the top and at the beginning. A lot of times in the hero section when people pop up. Because like when we're building a website, the most important page is the home page. Right? So we spend a lot of time working on the homepage designed to convert almost like a single landing page before anything else. Yes, we do design it for AI and structured properly, but we want to make sure that you are trusted and people can know, oh yeah, this is definitely the people I want to talk to. They're a quality company, they have what they need. So making sure that all these certifications, licenses, things that show they're easy to find, not only for AI, right, but also for humans. Then create specific service-specific pages with details, not just a list of services. So what most people fail to do is they'll do like, oh, here's our services, they throw them all on one page, and that's it. Each service needs its own page. Okay, so like how we structure a website typically, right, is you have a home page. You got home, then it comes down into services. So here we do go through services, and then it breaks off into individual service pages. So service 1, service 2, service 3, right, service 4, or whatever, and it I don't know, filters down into those individual service pages, right? Next, show customers reviews, before and after photos, and project examples. So having your reviews show up on your website, having recent projects you've done, right? We usually include all this in the home page. It should be included in every service page to continue to prove that, hey, you do what you say you're going to do. That's it, right? So once you do all of this stuff, AI can trust you and it will cite you when people are searching for whatever they're searching to show your business. So why is this happening right now? And why is this important? And why is it going to accelerate? Okay, so let's look at this. So AI search timeline. May 2024, Google AI, blow this up a little more, overviews roll out to all US users. So maybe like 4% of folks, okay, there. We're searching. January 2025, ChatGPT traffic starts doubling. It's still only at 0.08%. All right, April 2025, 0.16%. Okay, so it doubles again, right? So now, and I know you're thinking like that's a small percentage. Got it. But guess what? November 2025, critical mass, we go up to 27%. Okay, that is 7x growth in 10 months, 2 times ChatGPT traffic doubled in 4 months. Okay, and Perplexity, another AI search platform, has grown at 30% plus. Okay, so looking at research and data, okay, by 2028, organic search will probably decline by about 50+%. Okay, according to Gartner analysis, right? Did the research. So this isn't a trend. This is a permanent shift. So contractors who are adapting now are going to dominate their markets. Those who wait are going to be playing catch up in this AI world. And like I said, AI is only recommended 3 to 5 businesses. So if you're not showing up there, it's like the new Google in a way. You're just not going to show up to your customers. So you got to make sure that you're putting this work in now to show up the right way for AI. So here's what you need to take away from this. AI search isn't some futuristic thing. It's happening right now. Your customers are using it, and if you're not showing up in AI results, you're losing jobs to other contractors who are. But hey, good news is you can fix this. Get your business info consistent, add the structured data to your site, and create content that AI can cite to other people. You do these 3 things, you're going to start showing up when it matters. Now, if you need help with that and need a professional company to do it, you can always book a call below on this video, and we'll walk through a strategy for your company or business. We'll look at the data, make sure it's a good fit, and then we can move on from there. But if not, hey, go through, find a way to do this, get your own marketing company, and it'll help get you showing up in AI in 2026.